are our people like? Do you think it's safe or correct to be saying our people anymore? Do you think it is safe to be saying our people? Because I want to say this, and maybe it might rattle a few feathers, rustle a few feathers rather. I think our people are by far one of the most racist, judgmental, self-hating, self-loathing people. And why do I say that? Oh, you're being harsh, Cole. You know, you don't know what we've been through. Yeah, I know what we've been through. We've done the same thing. We've been through the same somewhat, and I understand. But people are changing now, and more so, it used to be we come together and we fight a common enemy. But now the enemy seems to be within our own self-loathing. We loathe each other to a certain degree that we really don't want to see the next person. And this is particularly, I'm talking about the UK, because this is where I come from. And this is food for thought for our people, because if I'm going to be totally honest, the only people who, and I believe me, I've asked, the only people who I have seen has helped me has been Caucasian people. And this is, and I've experienced that, and maybe some of you will not agree, but you have to respect the fact that I'm a 50-something-year-old man who's had a lot of experience, and I grew up in Essex, in the east end of London. And I see how we have changed from becoming a community to not wanting to see the other person rise, wanting to always be on top. But when it comes down to the other race, we want to be part of them. We want to be integrated. We want to be accepted. There's so many things that I could pull apart here. First of all, I want to talk about us as black people. Now, this is going to hurt some people, but I've lived in Germany for a long, long time. I like to say our people, but I love our people because I know what we've been through, and I know any other race would absolutely suffer, but we are becoming one of the most, even our children, our young boys and girls are just becoming so tactless. The way they behave, a lot of them, not all of them, but the way they behave in schools. My daughter goes to school, she just says, God, the black boys are just becoming so unattractive because they are so wild. And then the white boys are just like quiet and gentle. Our black boys are wild and rambunctious and ruthless and rude. And I know we're growing up, we grow differently, but because I was like that. Let me just make that clear. I was like that too. I was rambunctious, I was loud. So I want to give you grace, but I also want to say that, especially to the girls, there's a guy in the school who punched a girl and they're fighting. Guys, black guys mainly are fighting girls like they're fighting another brother. And whether that's lack of parental guidance or spiritual guidance, I don't know. But I'm just pointing it out. You see how young boys walking down the streets and even like to a point, having harmful weapons. I know it happens to everybody. But one thing I also want to talk about is that it's not a game where we compare. You cannot compare yourself with the other races. You can't. The world doesn't keep you equal, much as you may try. And it's so sad to see that our boys are just, we could be kings. I see the potential in a lot of them, but then I also see the wildness in a lot of them. And I've got to say, in all my times in Germany, the people who've helped me are Germans. More white people have helped me than my own fellow black man. That's in the UK. I kid you not, that's in the UK. More white people have helped me than blacks. Because for whatever reason, we feel that we don't want the other person to be on top. I'm not sure if it's my generation. I'm not sure if it's the younger generation. That I see some good positive things like Black British World. I see them, the youth are coming together now. But still, there's just that thing. And I'm not here to judge anyone, because who am I? And you can take it or you can leave it. But I see our black people. I'll give you an example, right? There's a property guy who has helped a lot of people. He's really, really good. I'm not at liberty to bring his name out. But he helped many, many people, and especially black people. He's helped them find property, build their property. Now they've got a portfolio, they're doing very well. There's one particular guy that he helped that we saw, and I was like impressed, and so I connected, and you know, and then eventually I went to the conference, and the main white guy was talking, and obviously you couldn't talk to him because obviously he's doing his own thing. But the guy that he helped was there on a stall, and he's a black brother, Jamaican brother. And I said to him, listen, let's get together. He goes, yeah, the vibe was great. Like, you can't make it up. It's like you just felt like the connection was there. You know, there's no bad vibrations. And I said, listen, I've got, you know, money I want to invest in, stuff like this. Yeah, I'll help you out. Yeah, let's do it. He was like, okay, great. Exchange numbers, exchange WhatsApp. Anyway, I waited for his call that he promised he was going to call. Never bothered called. So I called him. Yeah, hi Carl. Yeah, we're going to do it. Oh, yeah, we're going to do it. I thought, okay, great. Waited another 2 weeks. And then I called him again. And I thought, come on, brother. It's like, are we going to do something? Or, you know, I'm not begging you for anything, but we're going to do something, right? I'm looking for collaborations. You know, I do films, I do properties, I do, you know, music, I do all kinds of stuff, right? Voiceovers, everything. Yeah, we're going to call. Yeah, I'll call you. He never bothered called. And then I waited another 2 weeks, and I thought, God, this guy, he must be really busy. I tried to see the positive side, and I called him. He never answered. I wrote him a message, and he read it, because I could tell. And then he called me back, and then he just put the phone down. And it's little things like that that make me feel that we have no loyalty to helping to build the black race. We can easily complain about how the white people has taught us in a bad way. We can easily complain about that. Oh, the white man this, the white man that. When it comes to helping our own, and we have the potentiality to do it, the same way kindness was afforded to him. You know, someone opened up a door for him, and he was talking, you know, I'm a Muslim, I'm not sure if I should take this on board and this and that, and, you know, I'm not sure if I should be in debt. And you know he was going to take the money. You know he was going to take the property. You know he was going to take the deal. It'd be too silly to let it go, right? Another occasion was the same property, another guy in property, an African guy this time. And we met. I was told he was really good, really brilliant, one of the best in, you know, the UK property business. Met him. We were talking. He was talking to him about his, you know, new baby that's come along, and you know he's doing well and this and that. And I said, "Great, man, brother. Let's see what we can do. You know, yeah. You know, I'm looking for properties. I got all this kind of stuff as well. Yeah, sign the contract. So let's sign the contract. We signed the contract. I sent him a contract, rather. Wait for him to sign the contract. Waited a whole 2 months for him. Then he sent me a message back again. Oh, brother, sorry. Let's link up. Let's send me the contract again so I can sign it. Send it by DocuSend. or DocuSign, whatever it's called, right? Which is DocuSign. I sent him a DocuSign. Did he sign it? No. I worked with the same, another Chinese guy, exactly the same scenario. He signed it in a week. Signed it in a week. Now this guy, I've been waiting for him, and he still hasn't said. So we got to call these people up. We got to call out these attitudes. I'm not saying there's no bad white people or Chinese or whatever, but the Asians, how they work is so great. Without hating anyone else. You understand? Without hating us in the UK, we want to be equal to everybody and fine with everybody, not realizing that we are at the bottom of the totem pole. We want to be fine and fair and equal, when really and truly, if we want to build, we need to build together and help each other, not hating anybody else. It's not about hate. And the Indians have got it together, and I respect them. But I just wanted to put that out there because really and truly our people really can be the most really just hateful people, man. Racist, like you can't imagine. Judgmental. Send me your thoughts. Let me know what you think.